Yep, just another day in PA here. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an installation on some new shocks for the Sportster. We're going to be taking those old beat up chrome ones that came with it and throwing them out. They're gone. They're done. They're done. If you haven't seen the shocks before of how bent they were, check this video out right here. These new shocks that I bought off of eBay from a guy. They came off his 07 1200 Sportster. Different bike, same assembly. Bought them for $100. So that goes to tell you, you can look at different bikes, make sure he sends all the parts, make sure it's going to be the same assembly for your bike for $100 compared to $250 to $350 for new shocks. Okay, guys. These are a little black with some chrome. They're going to look real sweet on this bike, especially with the new paint job coming in the near future. I think you guys are going to like it. Let's go ahead and throw these shocks on. Here is the shock that will be going onto one of the sides. It's basically brand new, less than 100 miles on these. So that's basically $1 a mile, Instead of spending $250 to $350 for brand new shocks, you just look for the right used shock. You have to do your research. You have to make sure everything fits properly. And that's what I did here. Less than 100 miles for $100. Things that we're going to need for this installation: torque wrench, 19mm wrench. I have a ratchet here for my T45 and some Loctite. You always want to use Loctite. That way, when you're going down the street, your bolts aren't coming loose from the rattling of the engine. You're also gonna want to get a car jack, a motorcycle jack, or either get your buddy with a block of wood, because when you pull this off, your ass end wants to drop, and you don't want that because you need to have the same amount of height basically for your new shock. These are a little smaller, but instead of it just dropping right away on you, it's easier to put the blocks of wood and help you get to the right height. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off for you guys here. Okay, like I said, you're gonna want to go ahead and put your car jack underneath there, lift up the ass end a little bit, so that way when you pull this off, it doesn't fall. We're gonna go ahead and pull this off here. Go ahead and keep your bolts in a safe spot. Take your 19mm, and there's going to be a nut in the back right here, and you want to go ahead and put pressure on that. Go ahead and pull that off, put it in a safe spot. Now, on this side really wasn't that bad. As you can see, there's some scratches here, some rust. That's really not that bad. The bad side was on the left side, and I already went ahead and took that off. That way this video wouldn't be, hours long. And look at that. Not straight at all. Completely destroyed. Okay? Completely destroyed. And that's why we need a new shock, guys. Because you can't ride on something like that. So, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show you where this goes. See how it's about almost an inch away, maybe half an inch away from the hole. That's where you go ahead and go to your car jack and you put it down. But first we're going to lightly and loosely put the bottom on first. Put the bottom on first here. And you want to take your Loctite. Put some on your bolt. Not too much, just a little bit. That way you get a nice bolt that won't, nut and bolt that won't come apart when you're riding, The vibrations won't pull them apart. Okay. All right, so this bottom bolt here is snug. Okay, and now you wanted to go ahead and move your car jack down a little bit until this hole here matches up with the top of your shock. And now it does, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and take the top portion of our shock, put some Loctite on our bolt. Okay. Go ahead and line up here. Just get it started. Tighten it up, just snug for right now. We're gonna be torquing all these bolts to the right spec here shortly. Okay, that's snug. The bottom here. Nice and snug. Now, for this motorcycle, the torque specs for both these bolts is 50 or 45 to 50 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna go right in between there. I'm gonna go to 47. And what you do is you make sure you're in foot-pounds, not inches, because if you're in inches, that is not the same, guys. That is not safe for you. So you go ahead and make sure your torque wrench is at 50, in between 50 and 45. And I'm at 46 right there. Make sure you're going the right way. And I am. Click, click. Okay, once you're done torquing both your top and bottom bolts to the 45 to 50 pounds, you want to go to the other side and do the same exact thing, same steps. You pull both the bolts off, pull your old shock, put your bolts back on, starting with the bottom, then the top. Make sure your bike's lowered to the level to where it meets the holes. And then you put Loctite on your bolts, torque them to 45 to 50, and you're done. I already went ahead and did this side because if not, this video would have took so long. So that way it's, you know, shorter for you guys. For the future, we got a lot of good videos coming up. We got battery covers, we got grips, we got clutch and brake, we got throttle, switching this out maybe for an LED, or maybe just switch these out for different LED colors, because as you can see, they are an ugly orange. We might throw some red or some blue in there. We'll see. Paint color, we already took a paint color, and we got a new seat. I got a solo seat in the mail coming, so it's gonna be to about here. It's gonna look real sweet. These will be gone. This will be gone. We got our front fender, that's gonna be painted. We're gonna pull these dents out to make them look nice and sexy for you guys. And thanks for watching my video, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed the install of the new shocks on the 883. We got a lot more coming this soon. We got a variety of different bikes in here, and I'm gonna be doing a little garage walkthrough and some maintenance on some of those bikes. So make sure you like this video, subscribe right here. If you haven't watched any of my other videos yet on the 883, you can click right here and hit that notification bell, please, because if not, it's gonna be hard to find my videos, and I know you guys wanna see them. So until next time, guys, see ya.